Get on to the management of CG Power, who's here to talk to us about their numbers. Numbers have really missed the street's estimate. Margins have weighed due to one-off charge, although railway coverage is near the commercial launch, and we're also looking at a robust order book. We're also joined by Mr. Amar Kaul, Group CEO and MD, CG Power Industrial Solutions. Hi, good morning and welcome to the show. And let's talk about the price hikes. Now, given the recent 5% high spike in the motor segment, do you anticipate needing further price increases to fully offset raw material inflation? And how is the market responding to these hikes?
No, I think this increase is primarily as we have a very, very structured system of balancing any inflation that happens. How do we pass it on to the market? That's what we always keep our eyes on. So this 5% or even something that was done before, the market is accepting it pretty well. And the reason being because market expects, everything is so transparent. So it's not that we want to make extra buck and do that. So if the raw material is going up, obviously the customers are accepting it. So I think that's going on very well. But there are other levers for if their question is hinting towards margin expansion or something. I think there are other levers other than just the pricing game.
Got it, Mr. Kaul. Now, regarding the one-off 20 crore provision in the railways business, are there any other legacy developments or projects that could require a similar provisions in the near future for you?
See, I think technology with advancement in technology that's happening and important is to keep accelerating the development process. So if there's a delay, then obviously you become obsolete at some point of time. So it's very, very important to keep staying on track with it. Now, to your question, will there be more? I don't know today because it comes purely basis how we progress. How does the government look at it? How does the customer look at it? So I think that what we are honing our skills on is accelerate our development process so that we don't lose on the race on that. So I would say that one of our case is already gone. So we should be in a better situation as we get forward.
Right, Mr. Kaul, CG Power has a big unexecuted order backlog. Now, how do you see execution going ahead? Do you foresee any supply chain capacity or execution bottlenecks that could affect revenue conversion over the next few quarters?
I don't see that's a concern, and why do I say that is basis what we have proven already. Just 1 year back, 4 quarters back, for transformer, for example, we were at 22,000 MVA capacity, and today we are already proven about 65,000 and ready for 75,000, and we are adding more and more. So it's not only adding capacity, it's also that we are executing at the same pace. So I don't see a concern on that. I think the teams are fully geared up right from end-to-end supply chain to make sure that we are serving our customers.
Got it, Mr. Kaul. But can you also provide more clarity on the commissioning timeline for the additional 45,000 MVA transformer capacity? And also tell us whether the current order pipeline is sufficient to ensure healthy utilizations once this capacity comes online.
So the capacity is actually, I would say, is at least 1 year ahead of the timeline because what we have declared it will be ready by financial year 27-28. But with current progress that I see, I think we should be ready at least a year ahead of the plan. So stay tuned with us. We will soon be announcing the inauguration of that facility. And in terms of how do we fill it up? Yes, it's already getting filled up. We see strong pipeline also of the orders that is further going. In fact, we are looking at further expanding more than 45,000 also. And when we are ready, we will definitely let you guys know.
Right, data centers are emerging as a massive growth driver for power systems along with the renewables. How big of a contribution do you expect data centers to make to your overall power systems revenue going ahead?
No, it'll be a well-rounded. Definitely, you're right. The data center, renewable, oil and gas, utilities. So I think these are a mix of customers that we will always have. We will never get skewed towards one side only. So. But yes, I think the latest chunk that I have seen, especially from the export side, we see a lot of orders coming in from data centers.
Got it. And on that note, with the G1 outsourced semiconductors assembly and test facility now being operational for you, when do you expect the semiconductor business to now turn profitable?
So if I would have mentioned that before as well, so semiconductor and the chip making or OSAT facility, it's a long gestation period. And we are geared up for that. We are very clear that for next 2 to 3 years, when we started off, we probably will not make any money, and that's fine because this is a new technology that we are bringing into the country. But the speed at which the team has been accelerating is phenomenal. Like in July itself, we inaugurated the G1 facility. I think right now they are ramping it up. The exports have started from there. We are looking at getting more and more customers acquired to ensure that we are filling up the factories also. So it's going to take some bit of time. I think there's a plan up to 2032 that is there, and it's gradually showing how the production will be ramped up, how the orders will come in, and where do we break even and do that. So we'll keep you informed as we get closer.
Right. Assuming Kavach approvals come through in the next 4 to 6 weeks, how quickly can GG Electronics scale up manufacturing and begin commissioning these systems now?
So manufacturing is already happening in parallel, by the way. I think we are setting it up. And right now, what we are starting off is that every day we should be producing about 6 sets of Kavach so that the same can be installed and commissioned. So I would say, if not fully in this quarter, definitely in the next quarter, it will start showing the results in terms of receiving the money also. I think definitely invoicing will start off, but I would say it'll take a few days. So I think to your question, we are almost ready for the manufacturing piece of it. Installation, commissioning, the teams are at the sites. So everything should happen in tandem, in parallel.
All right, Mr. Kaul, you sure have a lot of interesting developments coming up for investors to watch. But tell us, what specifically should we be looking forward to in the upcoming financial year?
No, I think I just keep saying that stay invested with us if you're looking at long-term sustainable company, and that's what we are. We have never looked at short-term for a quarter or anything. We always invest and look at the long-term thing. Thank you so much for having me here.
All right, Mr. Kaul, thank you so much for answering all the questions and taking your time out today for us. And all right, so that was the management of CG Power, but then it's time for a short break.